Welcome back, Magic Tribe. I know I didn't give much warning about this live stream, but it is what it is. Welcome to another late night session here at the Magic Life. I am Nina Diedrich, the Magic Mom, and thanks for showing up. So, we're going to pull some cards, have a few announcements. One is really exciting. I recently signed up for Vocal Media, and I have my very first article published today. So if you want to see that, go head over to my Facebook page and you can get it up there. Also, I did add a little bit more to the Patreon site too, if you're interested in helping to support the channel that way as well. I am taking new coaching clients and doing video chat readings as well. So if you're interested in that, make sure you hit me up. You can get me at magicministries@gmail.com. You can hit me up over Facebook. You can hit me up in the comment section or here in the chat, and we'll get you all situated. So, what's going on with all of you guys? The energy's been super, super crazy, and I'm kind of just going with the flow at the moment. How about all of you? I do also have a second article that I'm waiting to be finished reviewing too on Vocal. So I'm hoping that one will be posted up tomorrow. And it is a look ahead for the rest of this year. So I'm super excited about that one too. How about we pull out some cards really quick and, see what the energy is doing. Oh, also, thank you to those of you who are new, and welcome to the tribe. I think we're going to pull out the Soul Coaching deck by Denise Lynn today, and we're going to start there. Let's get a few affirmations as we head into this new week. And we have a jumper right off the bat, and it is the adventure card. Looks like we're all going to be starting out on some new adventures, huh? I love that. It says, wonderful new experiences fill my life. That is a great way to start the week, huh? So what kind of great new experiences are floating into your lives? Let's get one more from here. Then we'll switch decks. Essence. Okay. So in our essence, we are joy. That is what we need to remember as we head into these wonderful new experiences and adventures in our lives, right? Nice. I also have a interview tomorrow to join a life coaching online company. So wish me luck on that too. I want to pull out the Nature's Whisper Oracle just because I really, really, really love the artwork in this. Oh yeah, P.S. I am doing mini readings over Facebook Messenger too. If you're interested in those, they're only $5. All right. Ooh, we get the 35 card to start this off. Culmination of vision. I like that. God, I love these cards. All right, let's pull the book out. So the culmination of vision card for me always kind of, it's like that step that you take right before things start really happening. It's kind of like that deep breath you take right before you step off the edge of the cliff and jump into the water. You know what I mean? But let's see what Angela Hartfield and Josephine Wall have to add to that. It's a 35, which is an 8, and that's kind of about our infinite abilities too. I like that. Okay. So this card is telling us it is time to take positive action toward our goals and dreams. Be adaptable and fine-tune any of the details of what you're creating. Reflect on your desires and make sure your attitudes and beliefs are in alignment with what you wish to accomplish, and let go of any aspect or quality that no longer fits what you intend to accomplish. I know for me personally, that is kind of me confronting the fact that I feel like because I've been given these gifts, I have to give them away for free. Otherwise, it makes me a bad person. Does anybody else ever feel that way? And I'm not just talking about here on YouTube either. It kind of happens in my personal life often too as well. So how are you confronting that shadow in yourself? All right, let's get another Nature's Whisper Oracle. That one right here. And the second one we pull out is, expansion. I like it. So in this confrontation that we're making, this new adventure that we're undertaking into the essence of who we are, which is joy, right? This culmination of whatever vision it happens to be that you're confronting, you get this sense of expansion, right? Oh, I love that. Don't forget about the support that you're also being given to, not just giving. I like that. Okay, so that's a 12. So that's 3. It's about creation and the fact that we are, creating our own realities every day in every way, right? Okay, so the expansion card reminds us that we are continually moving, evolving, and going through cycles in our life. Attune and align yourself with the rhythms of nature around you. This is an exciting time with new beginnings, growth, and changes. And there are many settings that will provide inner development and expansion. So pay attention to everything that's going on around you and the effect it is having on you as well. Consider environmental issues or use this as an opportunity for new studies. It's a good idea to recognize the need for extra rest and personal care while integrating new energies so you're ready for important messages and opportunities. And just as in nature, you too have seasons of growth and maturity. I like it. So as we go into this spring session of this year, right? Everything around us is starting to grow and unfurl and show its true color, right? It's not quite summer where everything is in full bloom, but you do see the promise as things are starting to appear, right? Nice. Okay. I apologize if you guys can hear my dog snoring. It is what it is. All right, let's get let's pull The Universe Has Your Back deck out by Gabrielle Bernstein. Let's get a few cards from there. Oh, hey, we have 3 pop out right away. All right, bottom to the top. Good one. Instead of praying for an outcome, pray for the highest good for all, right? So as we're focusing on these new ventures and adventures, we need to focus on achieving the highest good for all, not just for ourselves, but for everyone involved, whether that be your family, your coworkers, or the entire world, right? And in every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love, right? So if you're hitting those roadblocks, see where those roadblocks are trying to point you in a different direction. And remember that when you lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real, right? So as you lean more and more into that state of love, you realize that what? Right? Everything is always working out for you, and all your wants and needs are met above and beyond your greatest expectation because you're safe, loved, protected, and prosperous. Always, in all ways, right? I don't care how many times you have to tell yourself that during the day. I tell myself that hundreds of billions of times. Living with anxiety is sometimes the craziest life experience because, you're up one down and you're down the next. So when you're in those down moments, tell yourself that. And eventually that reality is what starts appearing in your life. I mean, look where I am now compared to where I was a year ago. You can do it too. All right, let's get one more. There we go. And when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light, right? Because fear is the biggest roadblock there is. It's false evidence appearing real. So in those moments when you're feeling fear the most, lean into it and realize that you are love and happiness is your birthright. Beautiful. All right, don't forget, if you would like personal cards, please make sure your name gets in the chat box. Otherwise, I don't really know if you're here. All right, let's get Denise Lynn's other deck out and we'll get the Sacred Traveler Oracle. And let's see, what steps can we take, or what should we be focusing on as we go into this week and this new energy? Ooh, we got a couple that want to come out. Let's see if I can get them out without dropping the whole deck. The struggle is real, my friends. There we go. Our first one is Wondrous Universe. So remember what a wondrous place it is that we live, right? The universe is just conspiring to give you more and more and more of what it is that you're vibrating. So make sure you know what it is you're vibrating. And walk in beauty. Because when you do that, you are guaranteed to always be in your highest aspect. Even if you're walking down a garbage-strewn street, there's got to be that one thing that you can focus on instead that helps you to walk in that beauty. Whether it's a flower growing in a crack or a really awesome graffiti mural that somebody put on the wall. There's always something, right? All right. Let's get... Oh. Okay. We got 3 out of here. We had 2... and then 1. So we'll do the 2 first, just because they came out on top. And the message is fogged in, okay? It says, go slow and take time. Life is not a race, my friends, right? So as much as we all want that instant gratification, sometimes that is not what is in the plan. And we'll learn more by going with the flow. And it is followed by the fellow travelers card. Support is all around you. You are never alone. Love it. And the last card is called Reaching Your Destination. There is always light at the end of the tunnel, right? So remember, your light is shining brightly. Sometimes, very often, when it's darkest, it's because you're the one holding up the light for everyone else. So if you feel like you're in that dark place, think of yourself as that seed that's been planted in the dirt. And as you continue to grow and grow and grow, eventually you'll pop through and become that sprout that other people can see. Focus on the beauty of that. Nice. All right. Let's get a soul truth card to close this out tonight. It seems to be a little bit slow on the live stream front, so looks like we're not going to be pulling a lot of personal cards tonight, but the message is what it is. And here I am. All right. Let's see what question our soul wants us to ponder this week. We'll get two. Our first one is perfect. What boundaries need to be created or strengthened within your relationships right now? It says to create more healthy boundaries, we must first get in tune with our own needs, desires, and feelings, and believe we're worthy of them. So in your relationships, it's essential to know where they end and where you begin. Your first soul action for today and going into this week says, when we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you're an empath, you can still be compassionate toward others without taking on their stuff. It's safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. Sometimes I need that reminder myself. So our mantra is, I have everything I need within me now, and so do they. I'm worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what's best for me. Perfect. Let's get one more to go with that. There it is. Oh, that's a good one to go with that. Am I communicating my needs? A great question to go with that first one. So because, well, your needs matter. So what you're needing right now, what are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? And is it possible that what you're fearing is not true at all? I have found in my own personal battles with anxiety and other things, very often I am my own worst enemy. And it's usually not as bad as what I thought. Hello, angelfish. It's good to see you, babe. So, our next soul action says to journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desires? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter and do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I need? And when communicating my needs, what am I resisting and with whom? And what do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? These are extremely valid and awesome questions. In fact, I'm going to hold them right here so that you can see them too. That way you can all write them down and we can journal those answers out together. All right, angelfish, did you want a card pulled before I get out of here? Big hugs back to you too, babe. All right, doll. So I think today we are going to pull pull cards from the Earth Magic Oracle by Stephen D. Farmer. This is the same deck that I used in my article that will hopefully be posting tomorrow on Vocal. Make sure you look out for those on the Facebook page. I'm posting them there as well, and also on Patreon. All right, angelfish. What does your soul have to say to you tonight? Ooh, 2 out of 2 parts of the deck. Nice. Thanks, love. There it is. Grab the book really quick. Okay, your first card, angelfish, is upside down. So maybe that's the lifting of the fogged card, actually. This is the veiled card. So let's look up fog in here. See what message this has for you. This one's actually pretty long. I did see that, and I totally got your message. Did you not get my message back? Anyways, fogged. Angelfish, fog is simply a low cloud, a blanket of water crystals that hasn't gained the density of raindrops. The thicker it is, the more it shrouds us in its damp and billowy arms. It can be so thick that it makes it nearly impossible to see directly in front of us. During those times, silence makes its own sound as we pause and allow ourselves to be enveloped in this shroud of impenetrable density. We may even feel as if we do nothing but be still and await what it is to be revealed. Yet even within the thickest fog, we can be assured that it will eventually burn off as the sun's rays infiltrate the veil. Once they do so, we can anticipate how the light and warmth will bring us welcome relief from the cold. As the sun continues to disperse the fog, our surroundings become illuminated, and we have the opportunity to continue onward. You, my friend, are enmeshed in confusion and uncertainty and are unsure if it will ever clear up. This is not the best time to make decisions, particularly any major ones. But know that this fog veil will eventually dissolve. Although there may be ways you are unconsciously contributing to this state, the greater truth is that this is simply a cycle you're moving through, and like all things, this too shall pass. Allow yourself to feel confused. In fact, decide to be confused. No matter what attempts you make right now to make things happen or move in any specific direction out of impatience or frustration, you risk only creating more confusion and uncertainty. So be still and patient, my friend. Wait for that first glimmer of awareness to lift the veil so that you can see the choices before you more clearly and can then choose to align yourself with the will of spirit. Ooh, I like that. Let's see what your second card is. DNA. Karma. The ancestors are calling you, my friend. Let's get the full message. All right. Okay, so, right? The karma card. It says karma is a concept in many Eastern religions. Is a Sanskrit word implying the greater universal laws of cause and effect, providing an implied code of ethics within the structure of the seemingly endless cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, which we experience throughout our lives in many different versions. The mistaken notion about karma is that it's some kind of punishment, but it's far from that. In fact, in its purest form, it simply asserts that our conduct in this lifetime will determine our next incarnation. It has also come to mean how our behavior and actions in this lifetime create consequences in a slightly different version of the golden rule. We not only carry our soul's karma into this lifetime, but also embedded in the complex coding of our DNA is our genetic ancestral karma. The double helix structure of DNA contains codes that have been passed down from our parents and grandparents, as well as our ancestors. Therefore, we have some of the same genetic information that comes from the DNA of very early humans. In this card, we see two intertwined serpents with double helixes on either side. Variations of this archetypal image exist in many cultures, both traditional and contemporary. It's a graphic representation of the most ancient ancestry we can lay claim to, our DNA. The fundamental substance of life itself that provides substantial determination of our life path. Aspects of your soul entered your primitive physical self long before you had begun to take form, Angel. While the DNA that you inherited from your biological parents has a physical component, it also has a soul pattern that came together in the creation of you. You are predisposed to follow the karmic dictates of this patterning to some extent. Yet, as you evolve in your consciousness and expand the light of awareness, you can make choices that shift and modify this ancestral design. This is one of those times. You can feel the tug of your soul that is both ancient and karmic, yet you also recognize the persistent and loving communications from your higher self that contradicts the more familiar solutions before you. The choice is up to you. But know that every time you heed the guidance of your higher self, no matter what etheric or physical form it takes, human consciousness is elevated. In a sense, it becomes a choice between destiny and fate. And what better choice is there, right, my friend? I believe we were talking about that a few days ago. I too love the imagery in those cards. So if you're still hanging out and you'd like a card too, exactly. Life is rad. Anyways, if you'd like a card pulled too, make sure you hit me up in the chat box. Otherwise, as always, we're going to call this for the night. And I love you all beyond measure. So, until next time, my friends, may favor follow you wherever you go, as does my love. Be good. Be good to yourselves. But most of all, please keep being good to each other. We're changing the world every day, one soul at a time, starting with ourselves. Right? May it be so, because it is. Bye now, everyone. Love you to pieces. See you soon.